Hello everyone and welcome to episode 162 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channels. It is Pride 50, the big return, as Sato, Uriah Faber 2, Uriah Faber looking to avenge at the loss that was, as far as that was one of the most egregious robberies we have seen, which we have seen some pretty terrible robberies throughout this series, but that one was up there for sure. Of course, for the lightweight title. That will be our main event, as we will go through the card here in a second. But we do have a couple of pieces of mail, actually. Got 20 pieces here. A lot of extensions, as far as Valentino Vareem, Jim Miller, Douglas Lima, Seth Petruzzelli. This is twice now this has happened to Chuck Liddell, as he's in another sex tape scandal. You think he would have learned from the first time, but he has not. So we could actually terminate his contract for free, which is kind of wild. I mean, he is 40. I mean, it's not that bad of an idea, actually. But we're going to have him fight Joe Dorkinson in January, so kind of is what it is. So, as far as it sucks for those, if you're going to keep on going with the save, you're going to be stuck with that. But as far as, because that was set before this happened, unfortunately, which is just, not great. Not great to deal with, because he's just going to be toxic for the next 2 years. So that's just fun. That's just fun. Alan Goes, extends his deal. Same thing with Kyle Noak. John Olaf got extended as well. Alex Siebling has left the Lions Den. We signed Spencer Fisher again. Of course, Spencer the King Fisher was one of the initial guys in our lightweight division. Had a terrible run, unfortunately. Sent him down the rings, and he's been there ever since. I feel like he deserves a second chance at this rate. It's 15-10, not the greatest of records, but you figured might as well at least see, now he's 34 and he's gotten some fight experience. Maybe things can go his way in his second go around. We extended Carlona. We signed Yoel Romero too, as Yoel Romero, he has been in rings as of late. I actually lost to Ed Herman his debut, which is kind of wild for rings, but he's beaten Henzo Gracie, Kevin Casey, and then Josh Rafferty as well. But he's finished a lot of guys. Had knocked out Kevin Casey, which was pretty impressive to see. Had the TKO win over Henzo, and I think he's going to be a fun guy, obviously, in the middleweight division, because he's so goddamn big, and he's a high-level wrestler, and obviously somebody of that type of wrestling ability in that middleweight division, when you have so many guys that are really not of that cloth, he's going to give a lot of people problems. I really do think that Ryan Stout has been extended. Clay Guida left Team Quest. Ryan Healy got extended as well, as Clay Guida leaving Team Quest and joining Mid-America Martial Arts. Maya Maguchi cracked her tailbone during her training for her fight at Pride FC Bushido in Osaka 12, which is happening, I think, later in the month. Yeah, I think it's at the end of the month. It might actually be happening in December now. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think that's actually happening in December. So Michelle Watterson is actually going to be taking on Kyoko Takabayashi instead. So there is that. Yeah, that's happening in December. So yeah, but we'll see how the Karate Hottie can do with a new opponent. Dan Christensen left Extreme Couture. Then we signed Krzysztof Szynski again. Obviously he started off god-awful for us in Pride FC. It's on a 4-fight win streak in rings and Elite XC. Kind of figured, let's try him out in rings. Let's try him out in Elite XC just to kind of see what he can do. And you can see he's done very well. As far as losing Guy Metzger was crazy, though. And Leonardo Machida, that's a tough fight. And even Jardine's a tough fight. So I really think the first time around, we just kind of gave him some tough fights. I think this time around, though, he should be able to take on some guys more on his level as far as skill set wise. And we extended Mark Kerr as well, even though Mark Kerr is probably, 44 now? 41. He's up there for sure. But I would like to have him have a fight at Shockwave. I really don't think it's going to happen, though, because that would be fun, just to kind of see him at the end of the save be able to have another fight. Because what a career, the Mark Kerr had for us, as, again, looking back, as far as starting off, losing to Ken Shamrock, and then just getting destroyed. And I was like, alright, well, there goes that experiment. He comes back, loses to Gilbert Yvel, which that was actually a crazy fight from what I remember, then beats Tom Erickson, Igor, and Heath Herring. Somehow goes on a 3-fight win streak out of nowhere, gets knocked out by Pete Williams, and now he's back to where he is again. Just fascinating. Has usually probably lost more than he's won, though, unfortunately. He has 8-10 and 1 to a contest in Pride FC. Not great, but he has just been around forever. Been here from the beginning, from day one. And in some fashion or another, as we will go to the card now. It's the main event, of course, Uriah Faber and Yurino Sato. Tara LaRosa taking on Aaron Tuffill in the co-main event. That's a fun co-main. And Paul Daly and Dan Hardy, a rematch from about 4 years ago. I want to say that was 2006 when we had this fight, Paul Daly and Dan Hardy, which Paul Daly won in a shocking fashion. But obviously two, as far as English natives, as far as, it's kind of crazy to think we did not have this be at an England show, because this would have been perfect for it, but it is what it is. They get the fight on pay-per-view, though, so that's pretty big. Hiato Sakura taking on Ben Henderson in a lightweight contest. Yuki Kondo and Glover Teixeira, but of course the opener in a fight I'm super looking forward to seeing, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Cannot wait for that. Prelims, though, Matt Hughes on the prelim against Elijah Harshberger. That has the potential to be a very boring fight. Two high-class level wrestlers, and at least Matt Hughes is a little bit better standing up-wise, but I don't think it's going to work out for Elijah Harshberger. I think he's going to get mauled. If I had to guess, then Steven Struff, the giant himself, as Stefan Struff, rather. I don't know why I said Stefan, but Stefan Struff, as far as taking on Tom the Big Cat Erickson. Wide is Tom Erickson, but as far as height-wise, obviously it is Stefan Struff. I mean, Struff is all of 7 foot tall, and that should be a fun prelim, though. That is a battle of a high-level kickboxer versus a high-level wrestler. We shall see how that plays out, but yes, Yurino Sato looking to make his 4th defense of the Pride Lightweight title. Successful. It is a new record for the belt, as of course they fought earlier at Pride 49, the co-main event, which is Big Nog and Big Ben Rothwell. Big Nog versus Big Ben, as Yurino Sato winning by majority decision, which that should not have happened. But as far as he is the favorite going into this again, Blurcat staff picks have it at 7-0 for Yurino Sato. He's significant weight advantage. Yurino Sato has submitted 3 of his last 5 opponents. Of course, Faber was 4 for 5. He was undefeated in Pride FC going into his fight with Yurino Sato, which just, again, the majority decision. Just looking at the fight metrics, it is very, very shocking that the person on the right did not win that fight. However, that's that show. We'll see what happens this time around. It's a quick turnaround, though, from August to November. Had to be done to have this rematch before the end of the series. And as far as this is, I think Uriah Faber is going to finally get that win and beat Yurino Sato and avenge that loss. We shall see, though. Tara LaRosa and Aaron Steel Tuffill, as two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Tara LaRosa ranked 4th. Aaron Tuffill ranks 5th. Tuffill trains at Minnesota Martial Arts Academy, which LaRosa is 1-0 against other members of that team. Tuffill has a significant weight advantage and the reach advantage, and she's just all around going to be a problem for her. If I had to guess, obviously Aaron Tuffill, one of the you looked like it was going to be just a dominant champion, and then Vanessa Porto showed up, and there went that. Losing to Shayna Baszler, and then lost to Vanessa Porto in the rematch. Very, very tough to see, but you see she's had good to great fights basically every time besides the Shayna Baszler fight, and I'm expecting nothing different here, because Tara LaRosa is a good opponent for her. You know, she's someone that has a judo background, has a jiu-jitsu background. It's 3-3, though. She's also lost to Shayna Baszler and Vanessa Porto, so MMA math would really dictate how it's going to play out as far as whoever wins this fight, as far as who has the better chance against Shayna Baszler in the future. I would assume it would be Aaron Tuffill, but we shall see. Since, as far as Tara LaRosa got finished, whereas Tuffill, it took a decision. Oh, it's 2004. So yeah, it was 6 years ago, not 4 years ago, but yeah, it was at the prelim of Critical Countdown 2004. Paul Daly winning by TKO. A long time in the making for this rematch. Paul Daly, though, has finished all of his last 5 opponents. He has been on a tear. 8-3. This is the first time he's fighting somebody pretty high up in the rankings, though, because, Mike Pyle was 18th and Robbie Lawler was 23rd when he fought him. Just crazy thing, his debut, I think it was the debut for both guys, and he won with about the halfway point in the first round with TKO. Says, that was both guys' debuts. That's crazy, as far as for Dan Hardy. Looked like he was going to be a guy to watch out for in that welterweight division. Then lost to Damian Maia, lost to Jake Ellenberg, and it's kind of been up in the air as far as what's going to happen in this new decade of the 2010s. And this is a big fight for both guys, so that's going to be a fun fight. That's a fun pay-per-view fight, as well as Hiato Sakura taking on Ben Henderson. Ben Henderson looking to have a big-time fight against Hiato Sakura. First time they have fought. Sakura is ranked 3rd in the lightweight division of Pride FC. This is his return, of course, after getting pretty much destroyed once we threw him in the welterweight division, as far as after we signed him to the UFC, it was just like, all right, we'll have him be a welterweight and kind of see what happens. Pretty much got killed there, and I think the lightweight, as far as he's usually a welterweight, but I think the lightweight kind of fits him best, anyways. We'll see though, because Ben Anderson has been on a tear, as you see, 6-0. He just beat Luis Firmino by a rear naked choke. That was back in September, so pretty quick turnaround for him. But yeah, just another guy that will probably be a problem in that lightweight division, if you had to guess. And I think Yaros, of course, probably going to get fed here to Ben Anderson. We'll see, though. You never know. It's Glover Teixeira taking on Yuki Kondo. It's crazy that Glover hasn't won since October of 2007. As Glover trains at the American Top Team, Kondo was 1-0 against other members of that team. Teixeira has a center weight advantage, as far as 8-2, 3-2 as a whole. As of it's crazy. He didn't fight in 2008, fought in the beginning of 2009, and that was it. Just that middleweight division. It's sometimes tough to get a fight in, and this is a great fight for both guys, though. Mainly for Glover Teixeira to bounce back and hopefully get some successful fights for him in the next decade. But yeah, I think Yuki Kondo is up against a tall order here. He did beat Andrei Simonov, though, which that was a majority decision win, but kind of shocking he even won that fight, to be honest. And also, I didn't think he was going to beat Melvin Manhoef either, so you never know. You never know with Yuki Kondo. He's fought some tough guys throughout the years. And then the Dominator, Bobby Lashley against Brock Lesnar. Brock's got a 7-inch reach advantage. He's finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. Bloodcast Epics has it for Brock. Bobby Lashley, though, dominating fashion against Daniel Puder. It was really awesome to see him just ground and pound the shit out of somebody. And it's crazy because obviously Brock, as far as that 4-2 record, he did beat Daniel Puder. So I guess MMA math would kind of not really see who's the favorite going in, but it's crazy he got knocked out by Kazuchika Fujita. And the Shane Carwin fight, too, was fun to see as far as, obviously in real life. Brock survives the first round and ends up beating Shane Carwin, but not this time around as far as Shane knocks him out in the first. So yeah, he's obviously been on a lot of the pay-per-views, past 4, as far as his past 4 fights are going to be on pay-per-view now, and but it's kind of weird to kind of dictate what's a pay-per-view, a major pay-per-view, and what's not, because obviously we try to make the numbered ones, and Shockwave, we try to make that a big deal as well, but the Bushidos are not the biggest of fights as far as the fight cards. It's kind of a step below the numbered pay-per-views and the Shockwaves and the as far as the Grand Prix, if you will, from kind of the every other year that we had them. As it's a fun fight, though. Fun fight. Can't wait to see how that plays out. Matt Hughes, Elijah Harshbarger. Oh wow, Elijah Harshbarger is the favorite according to Blurcast stat picks. Harshbarger trades at the American Top Team. Hughes is 1-0 against other members of that team. Yeah, Matt Hughes has won 3 of his last 5 fights by decision. Elijah Harshbarger has won since September of 2008. For Matt Hughes, though, as far as 8-8, Pride FC just lost to Johnny Hendricks. He not only just lost to him, he got fucking destroyed by Johnny Hendricks. It's crazy. He beat Matt Serra, though, and Eric Davila. Even beating John Fitch. I didn't think he was going to beat John Fitch either. Just a guy that, when we signed him, when he was 26-2, he was 25-2 when we signed him, and he beat Jake Shields. It's oh boy. Then lost to Tatsuji Kato on the ground. Caught him with an armbar from the bottom. Does it again, and even did it a 3rd time as well. It's crazy that his losses just came from arm bars and rear naked chokes, but the TKO loss to Dan Hardy was pretty crazy to think. But I think that at that point it's kind of out of his prime, and it's not the same Matt Hughes of the mid 2000s, especially being 37. It's definitely, you're seeing the turn of the guard as far as guys like Chuck, guys like Matt Hughes that were so vocal in the mid 2000s of MMA and mainly UFC in general, the early to mid 2000s. You're now seeing, obviously, they're getting older, and they're not going to be able to really be around as much as these other guys. But Elijah Harshbarger, he has had a terrible run in Pride FC, lost to Fitch at his debut, terrible fight against Sean Pearson. He got knocked out by Thiago Alves. Can't believe he even beat Akira Kikuchi. That fight was very, very bad as well, and Jake Shields laid and prayed on him as well. Yeah, if he loses here, he's definitely going to be sent down. Just as far as it makes sense for everybody involved to send him down. Stefan Struve, though, the skyscraper against Tom, the Big Cat Erickson, the 12-inch reach advantage. Stefan Struve is the big favorite to win this one, which is no surprise there. It's crazy, Stefan Struve, 3-0, though, as far as been undefeated. Hasn't fought anybody ranked yet. Would have loved to see him take on a ranked guy before the end of the series, but you guys can do that. As far as Tom, the Big Cat Erickson, 17-9-1, 11-9 as a whole. He just lost to Fedor back in March. That was actually a good fight, but yeah, that was obviously Fedor knocking him out. But he's beaten Mark Coleman, he's beaten Hirotaka, he's beaten Kevin Randleman, Volkan, Fabrizio Verdum. Can't believe he beat Fabrizio Verdum, and obviously had the incredible run of winning the first Grand Prix. And got destroyed by Igor, from what I remembered. Yeah, just kind of weird. Like, he had another, like, a weird little run where obviously you have 3 wins in one night and then you beat Mark Coleman in the opening round. It's like, oh shit, this guy might be onto something. And then just wasn't the same. It's crazy we never sent him down, though. We probably should have sent him down after the Shane Carwin fight, but giving him Mark Coleman kind of was a bit of a here you go type of thing. Letting both guys be on a shockwave card at the end of their careers. But it's crazy he is 46 years old still fighting. Nuts. This will probably be it for him, as far as I'm assuming. If he loses here, he'll retire, but you never know. I would say win, lose, or draw, he should probably retire here. Oh, as now the game wants to be patient while loading up the card. We can see Matt Hamill. Yeah, alright, so, yeah, minus 750 for the favorite, that is Stefan Struve. I mean, that's tough. Yozo's a referee. Ringside judges, yeah, Stefan Struve at 6'10", towering over him. They touch gloves. Let's see what Struve does. Hits a left jab, catches him with a leg kick. 2 left hands, but yeah, nothing behind him at all from Erickson. There's a crunching right hook now. Some Struve lands a left hand rather. Hits a nice straight right hand, lands hard. There's a vicious right cross. Knocks him down, looking to finish him with Thompson kicks. Somehow hangs on here. Let's see what Tom Erickson's going to do now. Looking to get on top. That's probably a terrible idea, if I had to guess. Looking for mount. Here comes a scramble. Oh, he's got his back. Holy shit, Stefan Struve. If he gets hooks in here, he's going to unload with him now. Yeah, he's got both hooks in now. Rear naked choke. Flattens him out, taps him out. Stefan Struve, my God. What a performance. He killed it. As he praised his team at Voss Gym. It's very responsible. All the fans get out support him. Says they also have respect for Tom Erickson. They'll praise his toughness. I cannot believe he didn't retire. As Matt Hughes, Elijah Harshbarger. Our next contest on the prelims. It is close to the betting lines, though. Minus 190, plus 150. Meldic Fighting Systems, American top team for Elijah Harshbarger. And yeah, this is big. This is massive. Massive to see. Iwan referee ringside. Judges opening bell. They touch gloves. Harshbarger with a takedown. Gets pushed down to his hands and knees. Harshbarger looking to stand up. Oh, look at Harshbarger. Quickly going for another takedown. But again, brilliant sprawl by Matt Hughes. Looking for the knee strike. But again, as far as Harshbarger gets right back up. So going to get another takedown here. Attempt at least. Hey, there we go. Finally gets the big takedown. He's got side control. Looking for the Kimura. Hughes fights it off, looking for the arm triangle now. I mean, Elijah Harshbarger's throwing everything at him already, and he taps him out with the Kimura. What a win for Elijah Harshbarger as, Matt Hughes. Tough break, pal. 33-11. Losing to Elijah Harshbarger like that, like getting destroyed like that, was pretty telling. He wants to fight Nick Diaz. That's pretty funny. As, yeah, gives the name check there when American top team off very responsive to all of his friends, family, and supporters. What a win, though, for Elijah Harshbarger. My God, we better reinforce this ring here. Oh, man, this would be awesome. Awesome. It sucks that, Brock, it seems like he's leaving as far as the WWE. That seems to be what he's kind of indicating to people. They should have just brought out the lions-did match again and had these two fuckers had a shoot fight. And, like, that would have ruled so hard. But, unfortunately, we at least get to see it here in WMMA 5, which we won't get to see it. We'll get to read about it, but you get the gist of it. Minneapolis, Minnesota, Denver, Colorado for Bobby Lashley. The Armory Death Clutch Gym, of course, for Brock. And he is the favorite, minus 390, plus 310 for Bobby Lashley. No touch of gloves there from Brock Lesnar. So Lesnar looking to get the dominant position in the grapple. He's got it, kind of against the ropes. Just going to show off that control here, but oh, wow, now Lashley's got control. Here we go. Well, now Lesnar's back in control. Referee's going to separate them. Come together and over-under. Brock again winning out on the grapple exchange. Looking to put all that weight on him. Lashley reverses it. Well, it kind of sucks as this has been a bit of a snooze fest already. Yeah, Lesnar again. He is the better of the two grappling-wise, which I figured so. That was going to be the case. But I figured it'd be a lot closer than this, but it definitely has not been. Lashley at least has been getting out of it, but he just keeps on getting reversed. And another reversal. Lesnar's now smothered against the ropes. Short punches now. Just a terrible first round. Let's see what Brock can do out of this. Again, trying to push him against the ropes. Brutal. Go for a double leg. Single leg. Somebody. Begging you. Ugh. Terrible first round. Broxton, that was just horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. There we go. There's a punch, but Lesnar was equal to it. There's a straight right now from Bobby Lashley, not hitting the setup strikes. Hits the left hand, misses the vicious right, though. And Lashley looking to get him against the clinch. Lesnar gets dominant control here. I'm putting this on Brock Lesnar because he is just putting him against the ropes. Lashley at least is trying to do stuff, like he's trying to punch, he's trying to stand up with him. So now they're hitting each other, short punch to the body and the side of the head. Brock's basically gassed this rate. Lashley's corner is going to have to urge him on here. There's a left hand, but misses the big right hand that follows up. Left hand and the right to the right hand there. I think it was, left and right from Bobby Lashley. I think he won that round, to be honest. Yeah, I'd say Lashley won that round. If he has a dominant third round, he might swing it. But yeah, so far this fight did not live up to expectations at all. Has got Lashley, does have Brock against the ropes here. Doesn't have much left in the tank. Yeah, everyone's just tired at this rate. Boy, oh boy, now Lesnar's in control. Yeah, they're just both tired at this rate. What a shit show. What an absolute shit show. As Brock's now got him against the ropes. Like, not even going for a takedown. They're just trying to press all their weight against each other, up against the ropes. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, it's a split decision for Bobby Lashley. How about that? I mean, yeah, that fight was awful. At least the exciting guy won. He did land more punches in the entire fight, but that was just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, he felt like it should have been a clear decision victory. I don't know about all that, but I get you. That sucks that sucked, but at least this fight here should get us back on the right track, because, I mean, Glover Teixeira is going to bring it. Yuki Kondo has great fights, too, so it should be a fun one. Iwan Takawa's referee ringside judges says, yeah, Glover's got at least 25 pounds on him, because Yuki Kondo is a traditional middleweight. So here we go, they touch gloves. Two fighters engage or strikes, neither fighter can really land anything, and there's a combination then with slithering low kicks, moving in fast and clinching with Yuki Kondo, trying to force a Muay Thai clinch. He's got him. He's got to find a way out of this now from the Muay Thai clinch. Kondo eats a big elbow. Oh, there is a noticeable gash above the eye of Yuki Kondo now. Vicious knee to the ribs. Oh, he is fucking him up here. As Glover loses the Muay Thai clinch after a knee strike, misses, and gives Yuki Kondo the opportunity to wrestle free. Looking forward to strike here, scores the two counter jabs. Throws a three-punch combination. Glover defends all of them. There's a weak flicked left-hand jab there. There's a 1-2, but doesn't land. He's a blow. Combo then to the kick to the legs, fails to land, and as Glover moves in fast and shoots in on Kondo. The takedown's unsuccessful, though, as Kondo is sprawled and blocks it and steps back safely. Two counter jabs from Glover Teixeira. That's a nice 1-2 from Yuki Kondo, though. Nice left jab and a right cross. Punch from Kondo fails to land. Glover Teixeira looking for the clinch. He's got him against the ropes. There's a sharp stomp, looking for the trip. He's got him down. See what Glover can do with about 3 minutes left in this first. Just working to get side control, unable to get past the guard, though. Glover blocks Yuki Kondo, trying to sweep. Not happening. Trying to sweep again. Not happening. Minute left in the round. Iwan Takawa's going to stand and back up. A few gulps of breath now. Kondo's giving his first inning, starting to tire. Both fighters throw. Neither fighter can land anything. And, Glover has a right hand taking on the gloves. There's a right hand blocked from Yuki Kondo. They're going to stop the fight. Take a look at this cut. Oh, it is a bad one. Wow. The fight is over. Yuki Kondo probably gets fucked there, because it looked like he was still in this fight for sure. Glover Teixeira are going to win via cut in 9 minutes in the first round. Unreal. I feel like the cut man probably could have tried to stop it at the end of the round. That's a tough loss. Tough loss for Yuki Kondo. I feel bad about that one. As I give the name check to American Top Team, all his favorite sponsors, all of his friends, famous supporters, as Teixeira gives a show respect to his opponent. Hayato Sakura against Ben Henderson, now 6-0 for Ben Henderson, the undefeated Taekwondo wrestling lightweight. As from Glendale, Arizona, 5'9", 161 pounds, though, as far as both guys weighed at 161. Sakura is the underdog. It's pretty wild. As ringside judges, Jozo's our referee. Big ovation from Hayato Sakura here as round one begins. They touch gloves there in the center now. Doesn't connect with the left jab. Hits the right hand. Lands a right jab. Doesn't find the mark on the left hook, though. Sakura looking for the takedown. He's got it. Oh, but he's got the guillotine on the way down. Oh, he's got it, but he cannot force the tap out here. It's not perfectly applied, so it's allowing Sakura to breathe. Has to release the hold now, perhaps having gassed his arms by squeezing for too long. Not a great start for Hayato Sakura, or not a great start for Ben Henderson, rather. It's a pretty solid start for Hayato Sakura here on top. as will keep him guessing with a few quick strikes, a couple punches to the body, trying to sweep from the bottom, not happening. They're going to stand him up with about 5 minutes left in the first. Score again looking to shoot, but Henderson steps in fast and clinches with him, trying to get him against the ropes. He does so. Let's see what he can do with that as far as looking for the trip. Oh, looking for the takedown, actually. That makes sense. He's got it. So both guys get a takedown. Knee strike just underneath the ribs there. Keeps him guessing. Tries to transition the guard. Not happening. Another knee strike to the ribs. Now that knee strike just above the hip. Yozo will stand him up again. And Sakura for another takedown. Brilliant sprawl by Henderson. Pushing down on his hands and knees. Looking for the Darce choke. And he catches him with the Darce choke right before the end of the first round. What a win for Ben Henderson. He is going to be a problem for sure. The amount of submissions I've seen Ben Henderson kind of dish out on people is pretty frightening, to be honest. If you're a lightweight, in the next decade, you definitely have to watch out for Ben Henderson. As he gives a name check no wimps, all of his various sponsors, all of his friends from his sport, he has a lot of respect for Heihato Sakura, praises the stuff in sport. Heihato Sakura, though, he had a good start, but it just obviously gets caught, and that's all you can really ask after you get caught. It just kind of is what it is. But this fight here, this is going to be a barn burner. I think this is going to turn the card around here. It's Paul Simtex Daly versus Dan the Outlaw Hardy. Both guys are 8-3 in some variation. Obviously, Dan Hardy has the one draw. Both kickboxers, SBG Ireland for Dan Hardy, Team Roughhouse for Paul Daly. It's pretty close on betting lines, to be honest, which is nice to see. Minus 350 for Hardy, plus 270 for Daly. Yozo out there again. So referee, inside judges. Round one begins. They stand and trade strikes. Neither fighter can lay anything. Daly stands ready as Hardy moves in. Both fighters throw. Both fighters fail to lay anything. Throws a two-punch as the setup and then unleashes a low kick, but Paul Daly is on his toes and remains elusive. Paul Daly tries the right hook but misses. Stepping in, Hardy looks to engage. Two fighters strike but without success. Look at Paul Daly go, showing good head movement, dodging out of the way of a couple punches and a head kick. Can't get past the good guard of Dan Hardy. His punches were simply absorbed. Absorbing some more punches now. Can't hit the right cross, looking to come in and strike, misses with the head kick. So far, we're seeing both guys are able to bob and weave and dodge and put their hands up, have good guards to really keep their opponents at bay. Missing the jab this Daly, but lands a nice right hook. Oh, there's a nice roundhouse kick after Hardy's off target with two jabs, and he wobbles him here. Let's see what's going to happen. Look for the flying knee. Oh, Paul Daly slips out of it. That would have been clearly the fight ender there. There's a massive right hook on the jaw from Daly. There's a superb head kick from Dan Hardy. What the fuck is going on? Dan Hardy falls, or Dan Hardy rather, knocks down Paul Daly, as now he's sensing victory here, looking to finish him off with stomps and kicks. He's already back up as Paul Daly. This is nuts. There's a good right hand off the counter from Paul Daly. Oh my god. Moving in on the strikes. Hardy hits a jab. Right hand's blocked. Halfway point in the round. Paul Daly lets Hardy step in and engage. Doesn't connect with the left jab. Lands a nice right hook, though. Stepping in, looks to engage. Daly with the left hand. There's Dan Hardy with another superb head kick. And he knocks him out cold with that head kick. I would have these fuckers fight forever, honestly. This is... What a fight. I wish that was rated great instead of just good, because that really was incredible. Unreal. What a fight. What a fight. Both guys should be proud of themselves there. As giving thanks to Dan Hardy praises his team at SBG Ireland. His various sponsors and all of his fans came out and support him. Our co-main event. Tara LaRosa, Aaron Tuffill. 28-3, 17-5 rather. Minus 350 for Aaron Tuffill, the favorite. Plus 270 for Tara LaRosa. She needs this win. I think more than Aaron Tuffill does, if that makes sense. Yuji Shimada's our free ringside judges. Yes, even though they weighed in the same. Aaron Tuffill probably fighting at like 5'10", probably 155, maybe 160. Underway, they touch gloves. LaRosa backing off, hits the weak left hand. Can't connect with step strikes and scores on the right to the body, does Tuffill. LaRosa looking for a takedown. Can't get past the great sprawl of Tuffill there as a jab lands. But LaRosa avoids the big right. Jab hits from Tuffill, then hits over the beauty of a straight right. And that has rocked her. And look at that for a groggy, desperate attempt at a takedown from LaRosa. Doesn't quite get it, but she still has one leg. Trying to get over against the ropes. Looking for the sweep here. She's got her. Great job by LaRosa to hang it on there. But already, Tuffill looking to scramble. But she's too slow, and she gets caught inside control. Fires off some rights. Tuffill is in trouble by them. As pounds away, Tuffill calmly deals with them. Can't land anything significant here. Can't get past the halfway point in the round here. Or we get past the halfway point in the round, rather. Fires off a handful of punches. Referee stands him back up. About 4 minutes left in the round. doesn't land any of her 3 strikes. She lands, or she throws rather, at La Rosa. She sees an opportunity. La Rosa clinches, looking to take her down. Can't get her down though. Tuffill blocks it. Now takes control of the grapple. Got her against the ropes. Yeah, this is what you don't want to have. As far as there's a quick elbow now. Trying to use her wrestling to prevent Tuffill from throwing any knees or strikes. Looking for the elbow again, but La Rosa works enough space to slip out of it. Back to the center we go. Left hand from Tuffill. La Rosa evades the big right. Using abrasive left jabs while backing away, not doing no damage at all. Tuffill confident, looking to shorten the range. There's a fast high kick to the side of the head. Somehow didn't even... Oh, she did rock her. I was about to say, that definitely had rocked her. And looking for the Muay Thai clinch. Oh boy. Looking for the knee strike, but partially blocks it. Can't connect with the jab, scores the right cross, and that's the end of the first round. So Taylor Rosa survives. Yeah, Erin Tuffill, she's so tough. She is exactly what that last name is. She is tough. As, second round. Nice 1-2 from Tuffill. Connects with the jab and a straight right. Left hand dodges the leg kick to La Rosa. Tuffill's given the first inch. She's starting to tire, though. Might give an opportunity to La Rosa to get something going. Lands a left jab, misses a vicious right hand. There's a nice 1-2. A left hand and a straight right. It's a crunching right hook now on La Rosa. Tries to go for the takedown. Can't quite get her, but she got her up against the ropes here. Tuffill slips out of it. Back to the center we go. Another right cross that lands hard. Left jab and a right hook from Tuffill. Jab lands, nothing but down the big right from Tuffill. And yeah, I think La Rosa, I mean, if she gets the takedown here, this would be great for her, but yeah, it doesn't happen. Not happening here. Knee strike just above the hip. Again, knee strike just above the hip. Now a sharp stop. Elbow to the face. Brutal. Absolutely brutal round for Tara La Rosa. And yeah, Erin Tuffill, she just can't get caught this rate. She's going to win if it goes the distance, so she just can't get caught. Kind of her game plan going into this round. Can't take the initiative. Uses the left jab, but La Rosa backs up to avoid the right. Keeps slightly out of range, looking for a chance to dart in and start grappling. Nice jab on the side of the ribs. Connects with a jab, but La Rosa evades the big right to the body. There's a right cross, it lands hard. Nice jab and a right to the body again. Got her in a clinch. Can't get her down again. Tuffill now looking to try and take her down. Not happening either. Tuffill looking to get... No, not happening. Both girls are just kind of stuck against each other here. Can't take each other down. Just hopping on one leg now. So La Rosa's just going to get up against the ropes. She'll probably take her down now. There we go. Gets the takedown, side control. Punching down the gloves. Not happening is... whoa, there we go. There's some big right hands from Taylor Rosa. She was opening up at the end. But Erin Tuffill, she survives. And that will be an decision win for Erin Tuffill. It was a decent little fight. Taylor Rosa just took a little too long to get going. But she was rocking her at the end of that fight, which was interesting to see. Yeah, so yeah, Erin Tuffill will probably take on the winner. I think we're doing Vanessa Porto and Amy Fujino. So the winner of that will probably take on... Or we'll probably do Shayna Baszler against Tuffill in the meantime. That probably makes more sense, actually. She thanks everyone connected to the Minnesota Martial Arts Academy for helping her prepare for the fight, and their sponsors for supporting her financially. Says with tough fighting gives a show of respect to Tara La Rosa. As our main event, the California Kid Uriah Faber taking on the Moonwolf Ramino Sato. Plus 160 for Uriah Faber, the underdog. Minus 210 for the favorite. And the champion Ramino Sato. Shouldn't be the champion right now, but that is what it is. We can right that wrong here today. Can Uriah Faber. You want the cow's referee. These judges better not fuck over Uriah Faber. Sato gets a big cheer in front of the crowd here. Obviously the hometown favorite. Clinch up have the same idea. Faber is the aggressor looking to get back against the ropes. Oh, Sato, the dominant position in the grapple, looking for the takedown. He's got the takedown. Sato with an armbar attempt. Not happening, though. Looking for a knee bar now. Doesn't happen either. It's a great first round already for Ramino Sato. This is already the best round he's ever had against Uriah Faber. He's just looking for anything at this rate. You want the Cowboys to stand him up. Faber's the aggressor, looking for the takedown. Not happening. That's big. Looking to take him down, though. Again, Ramino Sato doing a great job of stopping him. Sato now with another takedown. Unreal. Faber gives up his back. Oh, no. And if he gets the body triangle, that is all she wrote for Uriah Faber. But he's fighting it off. Looking to just throw one on without even getting the hooks in. I mean, you might as well try something, I guess. I don't really hate that idea. But yeah, what a first round for Ramino Sato. Uriah Faber's in big trouble. See what happens in a second. Seeing his opponent about to shoot in, Sato times it well, moves into clinch. Gets another takedown. Unreal. Takes his back again. This is going to be just like what we just saw in the first round. At the end of the first round when he had his back. they're just going to keep on going for stuff because Faber's not going to let him take the body triangle. And yeah, just kind of is what it is. Stand him up is Takawa. And now they step in and clinch. And that's the end of the second round. So yeah, pretty abysmal fight here. Pretty abysmal. Uriah Faber, though, looking for the takedown. He's got it. Finally gets a takedown. A couple of short punches to the side of the head now. Looking for an armbar from the bottom. That's not happening. Again, looking for that arm. Again, Faber fends it off. Oh, and he's got it this time, though. Straight armbar from the bottom. Uriah Faber's got to tap out before he hyper extends his arm. What a win for Ramiro Sato. What a performance that was. It's a terrible fight from Uriah Faber's perspective, but my God, what a performance for Ramiro Sato. He came out looking to right all those wrongs and clear all those doubts of, as far as should he have lost. Yeah, he probably should have lost the majority decision. But, my God, he earned it here, as far as he earned that win for sure. Dominated Uriah Faber. That's an embarrassing performance from Uriah Faber. Pretty embarrassing card, to be honest. The critical rating was at 58. The opener sucked. The main event sucked. Hardy and Paul Daly saved the show, to be honest, because this could have been really, really bad. Yeah, somehow we increased the popularity. I don't know how. Yeah, we're giving both Daly and Hardy performance bonus. We're gonna get performance bonus for Ben Henderson. We're gonna give one to Ramiro Sato as well, because he really put on a great performance today. We'll give one to Harshberger as well, and yeah, I think that's fair. See how much we make. Oh, we make around $2.5 million. That's not bad. 3 guys, though, making over $1 million. That is nice to see. Ben Henderson, Paul Daly, and Dan Hardy. All well-deserved for their performances. Well, that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, as we are now down to our final month. I can't believe it. Leave the memories alone. As far as crazy to think we're almost at the end. We just have, I think it's now 2 shows left. Nuts. Yeah, I think it's 3 shows, yeah, because we have the Bushido, then we have the worldwide taping, the last worldwide taping, and then Shockwave. And that's it, and then we'll, after the Shockwave show, we'll, go through all the kind of strength and numbers left and just kind of see how everybody finished out after 10 years of the mod. But Pride FC Worldwide 43 is the next show. Tao Alves and Chris Lytle is the main event of that show, which that's exciting to see. I think the Bushido and Osaka main events, it's Demi Fujino and Vanessa Portel, so we get to see a women's title fight there, and then the end of an era. Rampage versus Shogun, Gamba Gee, Ben Rothwell, Josh Neer, Blake Frederickson's on that card, Vandalay Silva and Frank Shamrock's on that card as well, and of course one of the greatest fights ever, and Robbie Lawler, Rory McDonald. We have to open up the Shockwave show with that card, with that fight rather, because that's going to be, obviously, if it's like the real fight, then that's going to be unreal. But yeah, super excited to see how the series ends, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.